We fucking back. Hey, let's give ourselves a fucking applause, goddammit. Oh, really? Hey, what the fuck? Hey, it's episode 50 in this bitch, man. We made it, nigga. What the fuck? Hold on, nigga. Listen. Y'all might not see my direct face in the camera, but y'all gonna know it's episode 50, man. It's episode motherfucking 50. The DZN Podcast, the original crew, is here to motherfucking stay. Are you gonna see us on every show? No, I'm gonna keep the buck. I'm gonna try to get everybody on every show, but are y'all gonna see us every time? Most likely not. But it's okay because y'all still gonna get motherfucking content. And listen, man, this is just a milestone for bigger and better things that's gonna come in the motherfucking future. But my name is Dre, engineer, podcast host, owner of Retro Soundwave Media. Just dropped a beat tape EP with 3 tracks on it called Water. You search Retro Dre, Water on all streaming platforms. You can listen and buy it. So, yeah, we fucking here. But I am not the only person involved in this podcast. Sir, what is your name, sir?
Me?
Yes. Are you Dizzle?
You said what?
Are you Dizzle?
Am I what?
Are you?
I heard what you said, but what did you say?
Are you Dizzle?
You straight?
I'm straight, yeah.
Are you Dizzle? Nah, you remember the Dave Chappelle sketch, I Am Dizzle?
No,
When he came out on the fucking, when he was hosting the show that one episode, and he's like, I am Dizzle. He had the tag. Oh, y'all gotta go watch that shit, man.
Like when is that?
It was
on
on
stand up.
No, it was on Chappelle show.
For real?
He came on stage and he was like, "Get it, I am Dizzle." It was just like a short little joke before he started the show. But damn,
I got that box set. I'm gonna go see it.
Thought y'all was gonna catch that. Goddamn, fuck my whole shit up. Yeah, whatever. But who are you, sir?
Alfonso Holmes, my stage name. Not stage name, hold up.
Talking to the mic, sir.
Alfonso Holmes, but I go by Young Pluto.
Sir.
What do you do, sir? Talking to the mic.
Well, I help out with Dre's podcast, DZN Podcast, hence the Z. So.
Okay.
I hang out with him, make some music. That's about it.
We're going to get in why you had to say that later. but who are you, sir?
My name's Nazir. Everybody call me Nas. I'm just a person living the day one foot at a time.
Just a person listening. All right. I had enough of y'all niggas today. Listen, we're going to do the usual and get into these motherfucking beats. So, yeah. Excuse me if you're now listening to the motherfucking production. My name is Dre, and I'm the host of the DZN Podcast. DZN Podcast on another fucking level. I do everything that I want, no motherfucking shovel. It's the DZN Podcast, Retro Dre, doing whatever I want. The mic every day. I engineer, make beats, do all of that. Host a podcast with a business brand on that. It's the DZN Podcast, Retro Dre. 50 episodes, nigga, and we on the way. Every Monday or every fucking week style, doing what the fuck I want on the fucking beat style, nigga. I know I'm nice as fuck, and I still do what I want to touch on the mic anywhere with the world. I guess I'm still sharpening my mind every day on the best, nigga. DZN Podcast on another level. Retro Dre on the mic, no fucking shovel. It's the DZN Podcast, doing what I want on the DZN Podcast every fucking day on the DZN Podcast. Monday every day on the DZN Podcast. It's Monday, DZN Podcast. Listening, seeing this on another level. Episode 50, no motherfucking shovel. Retro Dre on the mic, DZN level.
DZN forever.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah, Jay.
DZN forever. DZN forever. DZN Podcast forever on the mic. This the DZN Podcast. DZN forever. No on the motherfucking shovel. DZN Podcast, Retro Dre on the DZN Podcast every fucking day on the DZN Podcast. On the mic every day, the DZN Podcast. Retro Dre DZN Podcast on another motherfucking level. On the no motherfucking show with DZN forever.
That's to the socks.
DZN to the motherfucking socks. Episode 50, y'all know what it is, with or without the motherfucking pop. DZN Podcast forever. You know what it is, ain't nobody better. DZN Podcast forever. Dre, Zoe, and Nas forever.
I wish.
Are you finna rap?
No.
Oh.
I can't rap. I want to learn so bad, but it's like I get caught up on my own words.
Dre could probably help you with flow better than I could.
How do you all see flow? Like, what is flow to y'all?
Oh, well, like
I understand it's the
flow,
rhythm, but your flow.
So like that's a lot of different flows for me. Flow when I'm writing, like how easily the words come out. So he could probably help you with that.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
What is?
I have that problem.
So the question is, what is the flow? The flow with the nicest, the flyest, and the ISIS. Okay. But I'm not talking about ISIS. Anyway. Flow to me is about feeling. What do you feel? And every beat is different, and every song's gonna be different. You're gonna have different flows and different approaches to different records. And
Dre just saw that out of the corner of his eye.
and different ways to approach it and different aspects. So it's kind of like how you're attacking the beat in a sense, how you're placing yourself in the beat. That's a better way. How are you placing yourself in the record so you can keep yourself in and out of the pocket.
Interesting.
And in different pockets you can go into. Like one rapper may or artist may go in one pocket, another may go in another. It's like some people go in between syllables or in between the bars, or some people hit it right on the beat or right on the hit. Some rappers like to rap on every 2 and 4 of the snare. Some like to go on maybe 1 or the 3 of the kick drum if it's in that place.
Okay.
Or some hit it when the jazz flow, just go in between the shits and just do crazy shit.
That makes sense. And
it's better to go for all of them. Like try to master all of them.
Cause
it just goes by feel. My fault.
No, you good.
So whatever, it has to be a deep like feeling, like when you feel the beat. Sometimes it's hard to get to that place. Like you gonna cutting them off.
No, you good. If you got something to say, go ahead. Cause I'm still soaking it in. I'm just saying, like that's how I feel when I dance. But
You're talking to the microphone. So.
I'm trying to get it like how y'all do it. Cause y'all, boy, I be like, damn. My fault.
It's all good. I mean, I put it to you this way, man. Some people just got natural talent, like me. I'm just naturally like good at the shit. But I did practice a lot. It was many days at the crib I was at home making records by myself a lot. And especially with this guy, we probably got about 40 or more unreleased.
I was gonna say 100.
Yeah, it's probably there too. Unreleased and unfinished records that we will probably never put out because they're unfinished and unreleasable. Okay. So it really just depends on what you're trying to do and how you want to do it and what sound and what production you also got to find your production. A lot of artists aren't successful because they don't find their production that fits them. A lot of people just like to rap on beats that everybody else is rapping on, but not a lot of people and artists actually rap on or sing on records that fit their voice.
So,
go ahead.
What is production in a sense?
Instrumentation. What instrumentation and what people around you are actually doing to enhance your ability to perform.
I understand. So like what you feeling on the inside, like how y'all said, to ride the beat, but like what sounds and instruments feel good to you?
What sounds and instruments fit that artist?
Okay.
And what's gonna make their vocal shine?
Understood.
Because some people like Nas only need like 4 or 5 instruments, and he's good. 4 to 5 instruments in the sample.
Yeah, I guess it seems like how good of a voice do you have for what you're doing. Like that's a major component that most people don't think about, because you cannot feel something just by how a motherfucker sound if it don't feel like it matches what he's talking about.
Interesting. How do you match your voice with a particular sound?
Well, you gotta listen to a lot of yourself. You gotta listen to a lot of other people's music, and you gotta kind of feel what's right after you get a sense of how people do it.
Okay. I'm still trying, bro. I've been trying for years, and it's just like I get caught up, but I can still think about words. But it's like myself will stop it. It's like, what are you doing? Just say it.
You gotta let yourself fly, man.
Yeah, once you get that first shit out, like you can write out the bullshit. Like if the longer, like sometimes we'll go and write, and so it'll like start out trash.
It's like how you like write quotes, and then you think about them, and they just instilled in you. It's kind of like that with your rhymes.
Like, what do you mean?
Like how somebody will say, God gives his strongest battle to his hardest soldiers. Mm-hmm. But you're writing a rhyme. So it's how you live by that, but it's the rhyme that you're living by in a sense. It's something that I don't know how to explain.
Something that, like...
Kind of like practice, but it's just like you're practicing with the rhymes in your head.
And just constantly think of dope shit you can say, even if it doesn't rhyme at the time. Just think of the dopest idea you can or the dopest line you can. And remember, they're all phrases. They're all phrases everyone has said before. So even if you don't think it meshes in your mind, it's still conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's still a sentence. As long as it's a sentence, put that shit out.
So it's just how you arranging the words.
And how you say it on the beat. Like the flow, going back to flow. If you look at the Genius, and you go to Genius and read niggas' records, and you feel like that shit is hot, it's probably because you heard their voice say it, right? So go to someone you haven't listened before and read their lyrics. And if you think that shit's trash, well, and then listen to the song and think it's hot, then you know it was the flow. It wasn't his bars.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that.
Same thing with production as well. You would think that some of these beats are mad hard to do. Not really. It's arrangement and just the way, but also sometimes the way some people play as well dictate how the instrumental is going to sound. But always remember, though, the artist is always going to shine. But however, the process of you making that for the artist, whether it's just around them or you're just sending it to them, is not the most difficult to make. But how you arrange stuff is always going to be is key as well.
All right, so now I'm thinking about Ice Cube and Eazy-E. How Eazy-E, like, Ice Cube made the music for him, but it was based off Eazy-E life. And when he was talking it was like, it was his flow. It wasn't really the fact that it wasn't his rhymes. All right.
There's a lot of angles and ways you can look at it, and each and every one of them is right and wrong in his own way.
Yeah.
You is the more that you do it, the more that you understand like how you need to do it.
But you still got to be yourself when doing it.
No, you don't.
Not really.
No, you don't. If your moral compass has that for you as an artist, cool, but no, you don't. There's plenty of artists that are not themselves rapping right now. They are making.
True.
They're allegedly making a lot of money. Allegedly.
And some of you listen to and really like the music. It's just whether I can believe it or not.
Yeah. See, yeah. Okay.
We're not going out there and telling everybody to make up shit, though.
I mean, look, do what the fuck you do. What you want to do. Do what you think is right for yourself. I'm not telling you what you should and should do. I'm not the one that's morally going to tell you what's right and wrong in this life, because what I could say could be full of shit tomorrow based on what happens. I just have an opinion about the situation.
Just remember, though, every action has a reaction.
Yeah, equal and opposite reaction. Karma is a bitch and it's real. She'll smack you right in the fucking face. You think it ain't.
In the mouth.
Right in the motherfucking two-tone teeth. Shit, man. But shit, man. There's a lot of shit going on out here, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
Always.
I will talk about COVID, but that's pretty much that's a given. So there's no need to talk about that shit.
That being said, sorry, no, I'm playing.
I will talk about voting, but it's no need, in my opinion. Do y'all have anything I want to say about voting?
Hell no.
Or the election?
I was briefly passionate about it, and it's like you think it over, and it's like the president of the United States really doesn't do much at all, but like the senators of your state, like North Carolina, they really dictate how your life is, like in the state.
I'll put it
So
to
you
this
need
way.
to vote for them. You need to vote for Tom, or don't vote for Tom Tillis or something like that.
I'll put it to you this way. You dictate how your life is. No one else can do that. If you let them dictate how your life is, then that's how your life is. But you, in your mind, dictate how you live and how you want to be in this current world that we live in.
Well, your senators dictate what happens in your state. What's
Your
allowed in
senators
state.
say they dictate what's going to happen in your city or state.
Well, okay.
I feel like if you vote, regardless, like you're not really even getting what you want because they can still throw it around for real. It's all up to them at the end of the day. Like I feel like if we stop voting as a whole, then you'd actually see what they do with your votes in a sense. See if they actually like would reschedule the election or they just put whoever the fuck they want to in.
Well, if people as a collective stop voting, this just would fall on his fucking head and crack into pieces. That's what I learned since the last time we had this discussion back in 2018 when we had that podcast, episode 5. Vote support broken chairs. That's the name of the episode.
Okay.
I got guilt tripped into voting, and
As
now
everybody does.
and ever since then I realized what that's about, and I said fuck that because I realized voting does nothing, at least in my sole opinion. If you think voting does something for you, cool, do what you want. But in my opinion, anyway, voting doesn't do anything because even if I do or don't vote, somebody's gonna pick whoever's gonna be in that seat regardless. Yeah. And a lot of people hating other people for no reason. They all in the same gang anyway.
Weird.
So it's just like I don't want to play. I don't have to play the game, so I'm not gonna play.
They gonna use my vote for whatever they want anyway.
Exactly the point, and it's a damn shame, man.
Shit sad.
But I mean, shit, man. However, on that note, what is a highlight of this podcast for you all?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Hearing y'all niggas rhyme. That shit always cold as hell to me.
Why?
The progression. I remember when we was all just hooping. Like, nobody want rapping. We was roasting each other. And then now, like, everybody just, you rapping and y'all just progressively getting better. That shit's cool to see. For real, for real.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that. What about you, sir?
A highlight for this podcast for as long as we've been doing it.
For you, yeah.
I guess the main thing is hanging out with y'all. I'd otherwise be probably not doing shit, to be honest.
I was gonna be like a more on a lighter note, but that shit just got like real like deep and shit.
So you just can see me on the camera with this great lighting. Is that what you wanted to hear, Trey?
No, man.
That's another highlight.
Facts, but shit, man. I guess for me is using my voice for change, man. At least in my own right. In my own right. That's not even a highlight, but fuck it, I'm calling it a highlight.
I feel it.
But if I had a specific moment, a highlight, it would be episode 19. We first did this shit in here.
Oh, a highlight.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
See, look. I gotta say, the original one, we was all on it.
The first one. The very first one. Hey, you're real with the fucking the Yeti mic and the AT 2020
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, that shit was smooth, though.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying the progress. That's what I like. Everything. I don't know, bro. Just growing up with y'all, like, just seeing y'all, and then now, like, shit. I like the fact that we still friends, and even though we don't talk like that all the time, when we come back, it's still the same energy. That's what I fuck with.
Yeah. It took me almost like a month to get the first episode out, man, because I ain't gonna edit that shit, man. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing editing that shit. It took me like 2 weeks to realize that we didn't need the 2 mics in there. We just need that one that I had, because it was omnidirectional, recorded like at a greater span than the other one did. And it took me so long to realize that shit. I was so mad, bro, because that shit would have got out so much sooner.
So was it like you could hear? I don't know. Like it was just like you could hear everybody, but then everybody also had their own mic, so it was just like amplified.
Nah, so me and you had ours because we had our little joint on the table, and he had his when he was on his area.
Mm-hmm.
But on ours, you could still hear him, but he was a little faint, but he could still hear him clear because he was far away. But he had his own mic at the same time, so we had his audio as well. So I knew to record both of them, but it took me so long to figure out. I just had to just cut his mic, and I was like, oh, that's a fucking episode.
What about now though? Like editing editing videos, and it's all easier now to you.
I wish.
It's still hard.
I mean, it ain't. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just I got a lot more shit to learn. Just like in life, right? We got a lot more shit to learn about ourselves and what we trying to do for real.
Yes, sir.
It's just when I first started edit video and shit and edit podcasts, I was like, it took a while, but I caught on quick, to say the least, because I just stayed literally on the internet every single day, or at least mostly every single day, trying to figure out how to do that shit.
See, I'm trying to contain myself right now because that's the progress I'm talking about. See, you working hard, you putting in the time, and that shit getting easier. Yes, sir.
But it's still always a lot more shit to learn. You just got to keep at it, just so you can keep yourself afloat. It's like a rap. And making beats, I just kept at it until I got interned in the studio in here. And then that's when I fucking just went through the roof for the most part. That was the jump I needed.
Still
learning structure. And so that's pretty much.
I mean, the ones you've been sending me, I can't poke any holes in them, man. These are pretty good.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, for real. Shit, man. Y'all got anything specific y'all want to just chat about? Oh, did you have a highlight you want to say?
Oh, an episode highlight. The original one we was on.
Okay.
Dang.
By the way, we need to get Luis back on an official episode because the one he got on was like an underdeveloped version of what it could have been, but we'll tackle that at a later date, but still.
All right.
Because he was on episode 9 to the Sox, and it was cool, but it was a little underdeveloped audio-wise, at least in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
But,
both the best ones would happen in my house. So, no.
Episode 19 was here. The What Is Being
Like
a
I
Man
said,
episode.
it's like, no.
Episode 19 was here. The reason I like that episode so much because that kind of, in my head, solidified us as a unit, for real. Because that's when we really got in our bag.
They saw a picture of us. Like, they saw us, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They got to match the faces with the voices.
Yeah, that was the first time they seen us as a unit, for real. Oh, yeah, that was the first one, yeah. That was the first time they seen us.
Thank God there wasn't a recording back then, because whenever I fell out my chest,
That was so fun. That's why I was in the title, bro. All you heard was just a crack. I was like, shit. That shit was hilarious, dog. And they still had that chair in his room too after the episode.
and he remembered me, so, you know.
Shit, man.
Bro, Travis was sitting on that and nothing happened, so. Travis at least 250.
I mean, shit, man. Shit happens, man. That's all I can say about shit happens.
There wasn't no camera though. You lucky.
Oh, that's a
But
fact.
that was sound. It was sound.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely sound in that bitch. It was definitely some sound.
But actually, I think there's something I want to talk about, like learning, trying to get how important it is, like actually going to college nowadays. Is it really that important? Like,
No.
It's important if you know what you're doing, if you know what you want.
but even if you know what you want,
You need to go.
but say you wanted to be a YouTuber, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to do. You don't got to go to college for that.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
If you want to be a streamer, you don't have to go to college for that either.
But like, I'd say for networking purposes, because you meet a lot of different people in there, and you
But-
never know what anybody's coming from.
But say like you're a YouTuber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Millions of people on YouTube, you could just hit up like that
Mm-hmm.
and send them, and they hit you back. I mean, your chances are the same as you seeing that guy in person.
I guess I'd rather see him face to face though instead of over the internet, because too many people be doing shady stuff on the internet.
Okay, granted.
But I am not paying that much to go to college. That is a Ponzi scheme on itself.
Yeah, like look at the expenses. Please look at the expenses. They tell you this, and you kind of like brush it off, like everybody go to college, you know. Niggas not looking at expenses, and then when you get out and it kicks you in the ass,
But ain't nothing wrong with community college. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
ain't nothing.
You getting the same education. You go to a private school, hell no. Kiss your pockets goodbye.
And it be bad bitches in both places. So
The baddest bitches are at Wake Tech. Like, I mean, at the community colleges.
on the low though.
Mm-hmm.
On the low. On the low. Shit crazy. I think it's just because it's so easy and accessible, and it's so much shit you can do. But it's limited, but at the same time, it's not, because there's so many things you can do there, and that's just why it maybe influx of people that go there and get their shit off.
So much bad stuff you can do there. Like it's good, but in my experience, like most people just want to have fun. Like they already in school, they already cracking down every day to do this work, and then they want to just like let go. But sometimes them letting go, yeah, you'll end
Don't
up
get it
losing
back.
yourself. Yeah.
Niggas just trying to fuck bitches, man. Get money. And bitches trying to fuck niggas and get money.
But
That's a major problem. Like, and you know it's gonna happen in the age group of like when you finna go to college and you get ready to like graduate. You're not gonna be in that space like to really focus on work. Most of the time, most people.
yeah, but it's like if you doing what you gotta do, if you got that goal and you got that drive, bitches gonna come, niggas gonna come regardless. Like
Yeah.
they gonna come. As long as you doing your thing, like it shouldn't really matter. The ones you be trying to find, the ones you be fucking with, like the ones you go after, they be the ones that be fucking you over. For real, for real.
And either that or they're not worth. Like sometimes they are.
Sometimes.
But sometimes it's just not worth the time. It's like it's like you want something and you want to get it. Like that's just in your makeup, in your genes. Like you want to get what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get what you kind of want. You want to get what you want. So if that do happens and then you get it, then you realize all you want to do is get it. You didn't want to keep it. You don't have no interest after that.
Mm-hmm.
Then after you hit it, you be like, well, it's the same as every other girl I didn't hit. So like, I mean, but sometimes sometimes it's like the perfect situation. You got what you wanted. It really was what you wanted.
All it is keeping it. Like in UFC, keeping that championship. You gotta fight for it once you got it.
If you want to.
If you want to.
Sometimes you just gotta let them go by the wayside. It's like, fuck it. Sometimes they just gotta be a memory.
True.
Yeah.
Had fun, had the experience we were supposed to have, and then just say it is what it is. I may see you in the next time.
Hell yeah. Life goes on.
Life goes on. However, our time here is coming to a conclusion. So, yeah. Yeah. All we had was an hour. Oh, yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I feel like we was talking for like 5 minutes.
Really, bro?
Yeah. That's how it be, man, when you on studio time.
Like, you just sat down, bro.
Dead serious.
So, we're going to get this outro how we usually get this outro with the motherfucking music. Appreciate y'all for listening. And as y'all know, y'all can like, comment, and subscribe to us on all podcasting platforms. DZN Podcast everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart, wherever you get podcasts from. Also, check us out on the website, retrosoundwavemedia.com, all one word, /DZN Podcast. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at RETROD.R.E. You can follow Zoe at young_Pluto08 on Instagram and Nas at NV.Z_ on Instagram as well. And we're out of here, but we may do some raps too, so have fun. It's the DZN Podcast. My name is Retro Dre, and I'm in the building with my friends Zoe and Nas, and we are the DZN Podcast forever. And we are congratulated. Thank everyone in the whole world who has listened and ever watched us for supporting what we do. It's episode 50. Appreciate y'all. It's the DZN Podcast on another level in DZN Podcast. Episode 50 on the DZN Podcast. On another level on the DZN Podcast. Episode 50. We made a long way from 1 to 50. DZN Podcast on another level. Don't gotta hit that with another shovel. We started off with 2 mics. Then we went to Nas on that bitch 1 mic. And now we still going to the studio and doing podcasts once in a blue moon on the video screen. Now we still on another level. DZN Podcast, we know we get it on every time. And once we hit it and stitch it with the podcast mics and the instruments, and we talking that production by me, Retro Dre on the mic, you know how I be. The podcast on another level. Dre, Zoe, and Nas forever. That is the DZN Podcast every single Monday or every other Monday. If you want to be a guest, hit us up on social medias and wherever we be. We may get you in the studio or we come near you too. It is what it is. DZN Podcast, let them know. On another level, we about to get it in the show. DZN Podcast forever. Retro Nazo on the motherfucking level. DZN Podcast on another level. We went from 1 to 50 and we still going strong. We growing every time. We hitting no days off. DZN Podcast on another level. We hyping this bitch every day, cause what we do, DZN Podcast, and say it is today. DZN Podcast. This the DZN Podcast. This the DZN Podcast. Dre, Zoe, and Nas. This the DZN Podcast.
Hey, who made that last beat?
I made this whole beat. Don't get it twisted. Once the time when you hear it, I made every beat you hear to speak. I thought about rapping on other beats today, but I said fuck that, we gonna rap on my shit today. Like we always do, so no podcast to take our shit. I'm not letting another label take my shit, take credit monetize off of my shit, because I could do it myself. I can edit and do this shit. But remember, I can't host by myself. That's why I got Zoe 9 here with me though. Cause DZN didn't start by myself. Cause all 3 of us is the whole podcast network though. Remember that. We are a network. Remember that. DZN Podcast Network. We not just a podcast. We gonna be going global on network status. Remember, you heard it here first. Episode 50. DZN Podcast Network. Hey, appreciate y'all for listening, man. It's the DZN Podcast. And we are out.